Hello, I'm Colette Wong, and welcome to SGTech's Global Future Series. In this second episode, we're focusing on digitalization. And joining us today is SGTech executive Yean Cheong. Now, Yean, Singapore prides itself on being a modern and technologically advanced nation state. How important is digitalization to our economic and trading profile?
Super important. Well, I think we have actually literally experienced the whole COVID era. In spite of COVID, but if you look at what had happened in COVID, had we not started that journey already, being a digital nation, it would have been even more challenging for all of us. And certainly the acceleration and also the ability to actually get back to business as usual or as usual as possible during COVID certainly has highlighted this really super importance for us to continue to digitalize as a nation, to continue to look at areas to harness digitalization for the best of our businesses.
And we're not talking about digital transformation, which is going to be the subject of our next episode. There is a subtle difference, isn't there?
Yes, there is. When we talk about digitalization, we're really referring to a process that has been integrated. So there might be different areas, of the workplace that has actually been digitized, and then they're actually connected so that they're actually into an integrated workflow. Right? And what I meant by digitize is when we talk about, for example, just moving from physical invoices to e-invoices, that is actually digitizing that part of the business endeavor. But the digitalization is integrated of the whole.
This kind of leads me on to my next question. And to what extent does digitalization help our transition to a greener economy?
Well, just following on my example earlier, the very fact that we can actually use less paper, that's already quite green. The very fact that if by not having a physical exchange of goods and products that's required for that process means that there's less courier on the streets. That also means that there's less travel, so there's less carbon emissions. So I think some of these are perhaps a little subtle or perhaps indirect, but they're all contributing to the green economy. So how do we actually make use of digital or digitalization to save on basically efficiency in whether it's power, whether it is the kind of mode of transport, and certainly in terms of even the time spent by people to actually process this, and that is exactly how it will actually add to greening our economy.
Fantastic. So tell us, how can membership with SGTech assist businesses in getting it right on their digitalization journey?
Well, firstly, in SGTech, we're a community of companies. So we have companies that are actually solutions and tech solutions and service providers themselves. We have companies who are actually end users. And we're also companies who are also consultants and part of that supply chain. So I would say that if you want to actually be part of the digital journey and also be supported in that digital journey, the best part is to be part of this community. So this is where we have members helping members. And I think this is going to be a case whereby we know that it's actually not it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
That sounds wonderful. Yean, once again, thank you. We'll talk again soon. We'll also hear more on digitalization from SGTech Chair Wong Wai Ming later in this episode.